So in college football, you have something called sliders. Now, there is a couple of things that you can do with these. You can download them from other people, or you can change them yourselves. So the first way is obviously going into game settings, and you'll see it above the top as a player skill and also a computer skill. These are going to be what's known as your sliders. So for instance, if you want to make it harder for yourself, you can drop it down to whatever you like. You can make the QB accuracy really, really difficult. So you've got to be absolutely pinpoint. Sometimes it's not necessarily worth doing yourself. You kind of just keep that as the standard, but you can obviously change the computer. So you almost make yourself being normal, so you have that 50% chance, but you make the computer ridiculous, so you've got to defend even better. You can do either or, so whatever you change, you can obviously undo and save and move it around. So if you do prefer that maybe your rushing needs a little bit of work, you could put it up or put it down that they are worse at rushing. So it is all dependent on what you personally want to change the sliders for. If you go into create and share, you can actually download different sliders, and then you've just got to load them. So at the top, you'll be able to see the sliders here, and you can obviously go real. You've got obviously all American. You'll have a few others that you can obviously do. Once you click into them, you can just download from here, and basically you'll just load them up in your settings. That's pretty much all you've got to do with them. There's nothing too crazy. I believe you should see them in your managed files. I'm pretty sure. Do you see them? Yeah, you see them there in the player skill one. So that one's going to be a player skill more than anything. So there is lots of different ways that you can make them harder or worse, whatever you kind of need. Obviously, if you want to open up, you can just press X and it will load, and you can obviously utilize them. But I'm not going to for the moment. If you want to default everything, you can do that at the start. I believe you can undo all the changes and just load your basic file. And that's pretty much everything with sliders.